IELTS देने का सोच ही लिया है तो what do you think your first step should be? Well, of course, I mean parents से enrollment fees मांगने के बाद वाला step. Hi you all, this is Rahil Zafar and welcome back to Leverage IELTS brought to you by Leverage Edu, your trusted study abroad expert. So, where were we? Thinking about our first step? I think it should be knowing all about the exam pattern. प्रॉब्लम फेस करने से पहले पता कर लेना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली प्रॉब्लम है क्या. Just kidding. IELTS is not at all a problem for you because it has the power to take you to so many beautiful places. So without further ado, let's get started. IELTS consists of 4 modules: listening, reading, writing and speaking. Listening, reading and writing modules are taken together in around 2.5 hours in one sitting. And the speaking module is conducted separately, either on the same day at a different time slot or up to 7 days before or after the other 3. We will start with listening. This module is for 30 minutes and it consists of 40 questions in total with each question worth 1 mark. So in this module, you will listen to 4 recordings of native English speakers, including a range of accents like British, Australian, American and Canadian, and then write your answers to a series of questions. Mind you, the recordings are played just once. Recording 1 is a conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social context. Recording 2 is a monologue set in an everyday social context, example, a speech about local facilities. Recording 3 is a conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context, example, a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment. And lastly, recording 4 is a monologue on an academic subject, example, a university lecture. Assessors will be looking for your ability to understand the main ideas and detailed factual information, the opinions of speakers and your ability to follow the flow as the audios go on. तो जैसा मैंने पहले बताया कि टाइमिंग है approximately 30 minutes to listen to the recordings and paper based test में 10 minutes transfer time मिलता है. But computer delivered test में you get only 2 minutes to check all the responses. There are different types of questions such as multiple choice, matching, plan, map, diagram labeling, form, note, table, flowchart, summary and sentence completion. All of these are objective, so you would need to write just a couple of words as your answer. Now let's move on to the second module of the test, which is reading. IELTS reading is basically going through comprehensions and marking answers based on them. You will have to answer 40 questions with each question worth 1 mark, and you'll get only 60 minutes. There's no extra time provided to check the answers, unlike the listening module. The reading section is designed to test a wide range of reading skills. These include reading to get the gist, reading to get main ideas, reading in detail, skimming, and understanding logical arguments and writers' opinions. Academic and GT reading are slightly different. Academic reading includes 3 long texts and general training reading would include 5 texts. These are taken from books, journals, magazines and newspapers. There are 14 types of questions in total. You will, however, only get a few in your exam. Question types include multiple choice, identifying information, identifying the writer's views or claims, matching information, matching headings, matching features, matching sentence endings, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, table completion, flowchart completion, diagram label completion, and short answer questions. In order to get a high band score in reading, you must know the strategies and tips for all the question types. Let's move on to the writing module. There are 2 tasks in this module to be answered in 60 minutes. Task 1 academic और general training students के लिए अलग होता है. Academic task 1 में you will be asked to describe some visual information like a graph, table, chart, diagram in your own words. You have to write about the most important and relevant information and trends in a graph, chart, table or diagram and give a well-organized formal response. और वहीं GT task 1 में आपको एक letter लिखना होता है. This could either be a formal, semi-formal or informal letter. In this question, you have to make sure that you give them a well-structured letter in a consistent tone with a wide range of vocabulary and grammar. For both academic and general tasks 1, you need to write at least 150 words in about 20 minutes. Task 2 is the same for both academic and general test takers. In task 2, you will write an essay responding to a point of view or argument or problem. ऐसे topics and themes are quite general, such as crime, education, university study, health, sports and so on. अब यहाँ आपको question अच्छे से पढ़ना होगा and topic से बाहर की चीज़ों के बारे में लिखना avoid करना होगा. For example, if the topic is about the usage of computers in education, you should only focus on this aspect in your answer. You must not simply write about computers in general. Furthermore, you should spend no more than 40 minutes on this task and write at least 250 words. और हाँ, दोनों ही tasks में कोई upper limit नहीं है. You should ensure that the minimum word count is met and that's all. और दोनों ही answers notes या bullet points में लिखना acceptable नहीं है. You must write at least 4 paragraphs in both of them. You will be assessed on 4 parameters: task achievement or task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource and grammatical range and accuracy. अब बात करेंगे fourth and last module की, which is speaking. The speaking section assesses your use of spoken English. This is a face-to-face interaction with an examiner. इस टेस्ट को ऑडियो रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है for future reference. So the speaking test is for 11 to 14 minutes and is divided into 3 parts. Part 1 is a conversation. Here the examiner will ask you general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interests. This part lasts for about 4 to 5 minutes. Part 2 is a short talk. You will be given a cue card with a particular topic to talk about. You will have 1 minute to prepare for this and then speak for about 2 minutes. The examiner will not interrupt you in between. Lastly, part 3 is a discussion. You will be asked general and abstract questions about the topic you got in part 2. This part of the test lasts for about 4 to 5 minutes. So there you go. That's the pattern of the IELTS. Do save this video for future reference and also share it with other aspirants क्योंकि एग्जाम का स्ट्रक्चर क्लियर होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. So guys, मैंने आपको बहुत सिंपल टर्म्स में बता दिया है कि exactly IELTS में होता क्या है. Now, I'm sure you will be able to start your preparation easily. अगर आपको कोई भी confusion हो related to the IELTS format, तो feel absolutely free to ask us in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more content and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to make sure you are notified of all upcoming videos.